Don't ask me to talk. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Don't Ask Me to Talk. We are back again. We are just relentless in our pursuit of entertaining you.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll only let 7 days pass in between.
Right. Exactly.
Our relentless pursuit of distracting you from the world on fire outside your door.
Yeah. Well,
for just an hour.
But you could totally listen to more because anywhere you listen to podcasts, you could find past episodes and you could just binge.
Yes.
Although,
and by the way, my name is Eric Ryder.
Oh, yeah. I'm Stacy.
And we're your podcast pals.
Yeah.
The Combo Kids.
That's us.
Yeah. The Distractors.
The Distractors. Yeah. Eric came up with that last time. That's our superhero name with our mascot, Gertie, the dog in the cape.
That's right.
So cute. I'm so excited about that. My cat is too busy being like a chicken and cannot possibly get up to don a cute cape. Besides, his little, the little fat sack would be going back and forth. I'm not trying to shame my cat.
Good. Because we all know that's impossible.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's shameless.
It's funny because we do actually keep a towel because it's been raining quite a bit. We keep a towel by Gertie's bed. And then when she comes in from, being outside and is completely rained on, then we dry her off and then we wrap it around her. It could say like a cape, but really it's more like a babushka. So she's wrapped up in it. It's one of the cutest things. And she doesn't mind it. She will walk around with the towel on her.
Are you kidding me?
For like an hour. And then it'll just gradually fall off her.
That's impressive.
One time she got it stuck in the dog door, and so she couldn't come back in. So she was out there barking. I'm like, what? Why are you barking? And then go and find the towel stuck, and then she's sitting there in front of the dog door going, wow, wow, stupid towel.
I saw something on social media where there was a dog that was stuck in elevator doors. Like the leash or something had gotten stuck.
No.
So the elevator went up and the dog was at the top and clearly outside the elevator, but was attached by the leash. And this guy was like, what the heck? And when he walked up to the elevator, he didn't see the dog at first because the dog was he's looking down at his phone like we do.
Right.
And all of a sudden looks up and is like, what the heck? And so something happened where the leash, I know, the dog was fine. It was very
hopefully
cute.
The owner grabbed that leash and took it off them quickly.
I hope so.
Yes.
But I mean, I think it all worked out, and the dog and the guy had a very cute moment, and the dog was like, hello, does nobody see me literally hanging here?
Right. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, it was quite something.
Yeah.
But, so did you have...
Any story of an animal
I know.
is automatically way more traumatic for me than any story of dumb humans, being wounded or hurt in any respect.
This is why I watch the dodo all the time.
Yeah.
On, YouTube and stuff. I like their little daily videos of here's a giant Great Dane getting to know a tiny little kitten, and now they're best friends. I'm like, that's what this show is meant to be. It's
yeah,
a warm and fuzzy.
What animals did you say?
It was a Great Dane and a kitten.
Okay. So
it wasn't a penguin and a frog.
I'm just thinking, yes.
Is that what you were thinking about?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I was
tracking.
thinking in this scenario, which one of us is the kitten and which one of us is the Great Dane. But really, we're the penguin and a frog.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a little bizarre. Hey, my big question for you, my circle around from last week. Did you have a tuna melt or an Eric this past week?
And for listeners that didn't catch the last episode,
which you should.
And Eric is just like a Reuben, but no rye bread. Instead, sourdough bread. And yeah, after the show, I was like, I got to get me an Eric. So I did, and it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Although I didn't go to Smitty's and have a turkey club. I had to have the BLT because it's just not the same without the good turkey. Like once you've had the fresh roasted turkey, you can't really go back to like deli turkey.
I feel like the name Smitty only exists for people to start diners because
right? Or an old-timey movie.
I've never heard of a Smitty that didn't have a diner.
Yeah, or his sidekick, like, hey, Smitty, like, do me a favor, meet me at the club after dark.
Yeah, go make me a turkey club.
Exactly. Make me an Eric.
In fact, there's a Tacoma-specific hamburger that's called a Smitty. That's like a long bun hamburger. So you got it's like a sub roll, and you do like 2 or 3 patties, and then cheese across the board.
I don't know what I think about this.
And it's delicious.
Like
I haven't had one of those in a while. That reminds me, I got to get a Smitty. I don't even know if there's a current place doing a Smitty. That's something I definitely got to research.
Wait. So that's what a Smitty is a long bun burger?
Yeah. Smitty burger.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, the name of the restaurant where you get your turkey club, I'm sure they probably have a Smitty burger too, but it's entirely different.
I
But
wonder.
in Tacoma, a Smitty burger is like a long boy, just like a cheeseburger, but it's longer.
I don't know why that seems so weird to me. Like, do you think that foods taste different if they come in unexpected delivery? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, because there's something about the depth of something, like the
ratio of ingredients.
Yeah, the ratio of ingredients, like the amount of one piece that you're getting in a bite, as opposed to another version with the same ingredients. You're getting a different portion of those ingredients in your bite.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I believe it can make a difference.
Yeah, because I'm like, while it sounds good, it feels like it would have to be a completely different experience than being like, I'm going to have a burger.
Yeah. And it does make me wonder, like Seattle, for instance, has the Seattle dog, which is, renowned worldwide for, yes, it's a hot dog. It's got cream cheese, jalapenos usually too.
There was a comedian that did a bit about this.
Yeah. I mean, it's a popular thing. You get it all the hot dog carts in Seattle, and it's delicious. And so, Seattle has the Seattle dog, some other dishes, of course, but that's the first one that pops to mind. And Tacoma has the Smitty burger and a few other things. I'm wondering, Issaquah, your home base, is there an Issaquah specific dish that you're aware of?
I don't know. I mean,
it's a squash, maybe.
Nice. Well, I will say that the salmon hatchery is there.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it should be salmon, but really that's the whole area. And by the way, they basically come to Issaquah to die.
Right.
Because it's the end of the line for them. But it's also the start because they do the whole hatchery thing and release them and all that. I don't know that there really is anything that's specific. I feel like Issaquah's not a big enough city.
Sure.
It's not like, there's not like...
What about your hometown on the East Coast?
Well, which one? I lived in so many.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in so many places. Long Island, for the first 7 or 8 years.
Okay.
Then New Jersey, Joyzy. Right. And
either a city.
Princeton. I think of like Hoagie Haven, and I think of Chuck's Buffalo Wings.
All right.
Specifically.
Yeah.
And because I always have to pepper my stories with fun facts, the Chuck's Buffalo Wings is the place that was owned by, I think it was Lyle Menendez at one point, of the famed Menendez brothers.
Okay, well, that's a distinction. That's I'm not sure you would want.
Yeah, you don't want a Jose or a kitty wing. You want a chicken wing.
But isn't there like a New Jersey style pizza?
Well, I mean, like East Coast pizza is just a whole different thing. And then there's like a Sicilian pizza, which is the square pizza.
The Trenton tomato pie. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, I don't even know about that. And Trenton's like basically next town over.
Thin, crispy crust topped with cheese toppings and a chunky, lightly crushed tomato sauce with the sauce applied after the cheese and toppings.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, like every state, I feel like, has some kind of spin on pizza.
Well, that's for dang sure.
I feel like there was like a Jersey-style hot dog, too.
Probably. I grew up with parents that didn't pay attention to these things. We grew up in the whitest, most uptight environment where it was like, how many different ways can we make chicken breasts? And now let's take white rice and let's burn it each time to the point where it became smoked white rice. And it's either going to be asparagus or broccoli or artichokes as our vegetable.
Okay.
Like every night for dinner, some variation of said theme.
Well, sure. I mean, we weren't dining out a lot either when I was a kid. But since then, I've been to restaurants.
Not me. But I think of those things as like stadium foods and like,
okay.
And, you know, like where it becomes known for like this and that.
But if you go to a bar or a pub, there's usually like something like that, you know?
Okay. Need I remind you that I was married by 22? And so my life has been a little sheltered.
I think we'll have to do some research and see if there's a Issaquah or a Princeton.
Well, I'll tell you
specific dish.
I'm going east this week.
Yeah.
So let me see. And I'm going to be near Trenton. Let me see if I can have a Trenton pie or some food that is specific to either the Philly area, like Philly cheesesteak.
That's a good sandwich.
Huh?
We didn't get a chance to mention that on the best sandwiches
That's a good
topic,
sandwich.
but that is a good sandwich right there.
It's a really good sandwich. So I'm going to be outside of Philly.
Okay.
And so
and then the real question there is Whiz or Kraft Singles.
Oh.
Or mozzarella.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know. We'll see.
I think the traditionalists will always say Whiz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. It will definitely some melted cheese something
right.
or
other. Personally, I like mozzarella.
Yeah, well, or a provolone.
Or a provolone, even better.
It melts nicely and
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Provolone.
But no onion for me. I know. What's the whole point even? I have issues, okay? I have food issues. We have talked about this ad nauseum. It's fine.
Anyway, you were saying something, and I have no memory of it now. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. On the 9th, I'm going to share with you that it's ASMR day, and so I'm going to eat an M&M, and here it is. Ready?
No, that's not ASMR. No.
Isn't it the sound of things?
No. It's like gentle speaking that relaxes people. You eating into the microphone is the exact opposite of that.
Oh.
Anybody with misophonia out there is like losing their mind right now.
Sorry. Is that better?
Sure.
Should I tap on my phone?
It's way better. No. Stop.
Okay. Again, we learn something new every day, and
oh goodness,
I thought it was just the sounds of things. I didn't know it had to be like gentle.
Yes, it's meant to be relaxing, not rage-inducing.
Wow, that cut a little close to home. That feels like something Pete would say to me. Huh. Okay, why don't you talk for a minute? I'm going to be over here.
Well, it is about the time for us to take our first break. So why don't we get that out of the way, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about, I don't know, maybe a cultural blind spot or two, and our progress there, and maybe some other things.
Maybe.
Yeah, and we got to get to our topic this week, which is drinking age. Are we living in the drinking age?
It's not what the topic is.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll find out from Stacey what she was thinking.
Maybe I'll take sips.
Drinking age.
Don't ask me to talk.
Stay tuned.
Do you feel challenged by the thought of getting ready every day? Want to make a great first impression, but don't feel your wardrobe represents who you really are? Does the thought of trying to find great clothing that fits your body and lifestyle have you overwhelmed? Michael Bruce Image Consulting is a premier image consulting company that can help you get your style back on track. Contact them at michaelbruceimageconsulting.com or call them at 425-214-4155 and start that conversation today.
Don't ask me to talk.
And we are back right here on Don't Ask Me to Talk. Welcome, welcome, welcome once again, and thanks so much for sticking with us.
Yeah, even though I did some rage-inducing M&M eating.
Yes. I got to say, last week's episode and this week's episode so far have been some of the silliest that we've done thus far. It's not like we're doing hard-hitting journalism on the regular here, but sometimes we're a little more silly, and we're not always this silly.
I'm just, I don't know, spring is in the air.
Yes.
Or something like that.
It literally is.
It literally, it is in the air. How are your allergies? Do you have allergies?
No.
Yeah, I don't either.
So they're all right.
Excellent.
I mean, you know what? I do sneeze occasionally when spring rolls around, so I probably have some mild mold or something allergy. But yeah.
Do you do that thing?
Little Flonase here and there does the trick.
Interesting. Do you do that thing that some people do when it's sunny and they sneeze in the sunlight?
Yes.
My daughter does
I'm
that
allergic
too.
to the sun.
It's weird.
Yeah. What's the deal with that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I would be curious.
I thought
is
it was
that a regional thing?
No. I think this is a universal thing, but I think like my DNA was like programmed for me to be like in a bog somewhere with heavy cloud cover all the time. And so when the sun breaks through, it's like, what the, and then, the DNA reacts with like trying to expel the sunshine from my body.
Interesting. That is what
That's the downside of being Irish.
That's what the practitioner that told me that my Enneagram number is a 4 told me, basically, is that I enjoy being in the muck and the shadows.
Okay.
And that when I...
Do they mean literally or figuratively?
Figuratively.
Okay.
But that it's a spot, and the sunlight is almost like, what is that?
Too much.
Yeah. Contrary to the joy that I bring to you, dear listeners.
So
I have some darkness.
The tip is SBF 15 or above on a daily.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so in light of last week's jingle that I shared, the one where I pulled you out of like your memory of childhood, the Oreo
jingle. You
jingle.
broke into my mind palace and yanked out a memory that I had completely obliterated up to that point.
You're welcome.
There was another thing like that. Somebody shared like a meme like with a character from a kid's show. It was the Mad Painter, in fact. Do you remember the Mad Painter?
No.
It's either Sesame Street or Electric Company. But this guy went around like painting numbers, and like he paints a bald guy's head with an 8. Makes an 8 ball, I guess. And I had completely forgotten about this thing until I saw like a meme about it. And then it was like, whoa, yeah, the Mad Painter. What?
Right?
What was that from? Sesame Street or Electric Company? I didn't do the research to find out, but it doesn't matter. The point was I had completely forgotten about that guy until now. So you did the same thing with the Oreo jingle.
I did. And because this is how we roll here, tangents, I will get back to what I was going to share with you. But I first need to share that if you follow on Instagram AARP, they do some funny content. Yeah, I said it. Speaking of ASMR,
all right,
but not really, because apparently my definition is wrong. They do a thing where you wear a blindfold and they're making sounds, and it's sounds from childhood.
Okay.
And like they're trying to guess what it is. So they've been doing a whole bunch of really funny stuff. And I'm like, clearly I am of the age where I can join AARP because I'm like, oh, I'm now part of that set. Congratulations, I can join.
The American Association of Retired Persons.
Right, I'm not retired.
Yes. So
However,
I feel like every post from them should just be, remember this?
Yeah, it pretty much. And it was like they had the sound of a slide projector, and like when you would move to the next slide, they had the sound of Rock'em Sock'em Robots. They had the sound of the spinner in the Life game.
Okay.
They had what's the Cast-O-Matic or Instamatic thing? Like it.
I was just trying to think of that. What that thing is called.
It's the.
Oh no.
I know, right? Okay.
So if they put up and said, "Remember this,"
yeah, and
we would not remember this.
we would not remember the name of it, and you're all yelling
shoot.
right now at the radio, or at whatever.
Because I had not only the handheld one, I had the projector as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
You fancy.
I mean, it was kind of cool to be able to like load up like these Disney slides and then, see these like big projected pictures on your wall.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, by today's standards, that's like caveman stuff,
because
right?
it was like
it's
12
one
of them
still
on the
picture.
round.
Yeah, but they really kind of looked 3D. That
Yeah,
was
they did.
the magic about them.
Those were the good old days. Tell me that you're looking up what that thing is called.
I'm trying to even think
it's
of
the
like
round thing.
Yes, I know, but I'm not going to just put round thing in a search engine and come up with it.
Okay, whatever. I feel like we're squabbling. The other one that they did was an Etch-a-Sketch when you shake it.
I'm just going to put a round thing in and see what comes up.
Round thing that you put into a toy.
So the first round thing is a Lazy Susan.
Okay.
And also in the round thing is a donut.
Okay.
And there's an article, 104 examples of round things. Should I list them?
Okay. No.
Why does this article exist?
I don't know, for people like me.
Oh my gosh.
And by the way, it's called the Viewmaster.
Viewmaster.
And because you know what I put in?
I was just going to say.
I put in.
Round thing?
I did. Round thing you put in toy to see pictures.
Okay, there you go.
And there it is. I can't believe you had the big version.
Yeah. The Viewmaster projector.
So cool.
Yeah, I think because some other kid got tired of it and their parents donated it to my mom, who donated it to me.
Yeah. So, hey, fun fact, fun follow. Check out AARP for some fun content if you're around my age, which is 55. Yeah. So, back to the thing that I was originally talking about, which is a jingle quiz. Okay. Are you ready for this quiz?
Not to be confused with the Jingle Cats, but yes, I am ready.
Okay, so answer correctly. M&M's melt in your mouth.
Not in your hands.
Hey, okay. Next, silly rabbit, blank are for kids.
Tricks.
Okay. Still going. Nothing outlasts the blank. They keep going and going and going. Is it?
It's Energizer. Bunny.
It's Energizer.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay. McDonald's has everyone saying, I'm blanking it.
Loving it.
Uh-huh. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, their options are Daddy, Mom, your husband, or MasterCard.
MasterCard.
Okay. The best part of waking up.
is Folgers in your cup, which I heartily disagree with. But
yeah, I've rewritten that in my house, and I sing the best part of waking up is going back to sleep.
I do another version that was inspired by the news that celebrities were doing coffee enemas. But I'm not going to sing it on the show, but you can imagine.
Okay. The United States Army encourages us to be all that
we can be.
Mm-hmm. Okay. American Express. Don't leave
home without it.
There we go. How good?
I feel like we should be getting a check for like $20 with every correct answer.
Right.
From these companies.
Yeah. 100%, by the way. American Express. Don't leave. We said that.
Yeah.
Okay. How good is KFC? It's
finger looking good.
Uh-huh. Okay. Plop, plop.
Fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
There you go. That's Alka-Seltzer. Rice Krispies are sure to have that.
Snap, crackle, and pop.
Uh-huh. Lay's potato chips. Bet you can't.
Eat just one.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Wheaties will always be known as
the breakfast of champions.
You got it. Bounty.
The quicker picker upper.
The quilted quicker picker upper.
I think that's new. I think the quilted part. I don't think they said the quilted part when I was growing up.
Okay. I don't want to grow up. I'm
a Toys R Us kid.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They got a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. From bikes to games to video. Okay. Campbell's soup is
good.
Uh-huh.
Or is it soup is good food?
No, it's
I think
good.
both of those are correct.
Maybe.
Inaccurate.
Okay.
No, soup can be very good.
Sometimes you feel like
a nut, and sometimes you don't.
Yeah. Joy's got nuts. Mounds don't.
That's right.
Okay. So you did pretty good. Oh, wait. Pardon me.
I think 100% is pretty good.
Do you have any? Well, it keeps going. Do you remember this one? Pardon me.
Do you have any Grey Poupon?
Yes.
Yes.
Good job. Okay. All right. There's still like more. And I'm like, we can only take so much time on this. I mean, I'm trying to see if there's any
rich
other
old
good
guys
ones.
trading mustard from the back window of their limousine.
Right? They're like, hey, you got a dime bag of Grey Poupon?
That's right.
It was like a drug deal. It was a little shady.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the latest in the jingles.
So clearly when it comes to commercials, we do not have any cultural blind spots.
Yeah, well, but these are all really, a lot of these are either classic products or
Right.
I feel like there's not the same, and these are more catchphrases than jingles. So I'm going to have to do a little deep dive of some more jingles.
Yeah.
And apparently Barry Manilow wrote a ton of jingles.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
I'll share that next week.
Because he didn't write his own songs. Why is he writing
So
jingles?
I might be lying. It might be someone else I'm thinking of.
I gotta know.
It totally might not be me or him.
Because, I write the songs, right?
Yeah.
Not written by Barry Manilow. Even though he sang it. But apparently Barry Manilow performed many TV jingles.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
What? That he composed.
Hey.
Including State Farm Insurance, Like a Good Neighbor, State Farm is there, or Band-Aid, I'm Stuck on Band-Aid. Wow.
There you go.
He said, forget artistic expression when it comes to his own work. But jingles, yes, please.
I mean,
Got that sweet cash on you.
I was going to say, I bet there's a lot of money in jingles.
Yes.
I mean, Pharrell did the McDonald's one.
Really?
Da-da-da-da-da.
Wow. Someone actually got paid for that.
Yeah. Like
Amazing.
big money.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Enough money that he could do his movie in Lego format. I'm just saying.
Well, congratulations, dude.
Anyway.
But, what always boggles my mind is they're like, okay, this jingle's real successful. It's sticking in people's heads. People are saying, I'm loving it. why don't we back up a dump truck full of money to Brian Cox's house and dump it on his yard and see if he'll sing it badly, and then we'll tack that on to commercials for the next 15 years.
Yeah.
Ba, 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 ba. Why?
I could have done that.
He's not even in the commercial.
No.
But somebody's like, this guy been starring in TV shows for 50 years.
Yep.
You know what he needs? Some jingle cash.
Yeah, well, I mean...
More power to him.
Right?
Yes.
You're just mad because...
Oh, I'm jealous.
You have not written a jingle that has...
It's not even about the written. That takes some skill. But singing a jingle badly, I can do that.
The problem is you'll sing it too well. That's why I say I should do it. You write the jingle and I'll sing it poorly.
Okay.
All right.
Next week's episode.
We should do a jingle for this show.
Yes.
Let's workshop that.
All
That's
right.
my new phrase.
Very good.
I think I've used it a couple times. Okay. All right.
Anything else? As far as cultural blind spots this week.
That's your role.
Well, I've been trying to gradually bring you into this so it's not just a one-man show here.
I am going to download some Simpsons episodes for my plane ride.
Okay.
So...
Did you ever watch The Terminator or The Terminator 2?
No.
Okay. Any of the James Bond movies?
I can't find them anywhere.
Okay.
You have some of the subscriptions that I don't have.
Okay, fair enough.
So I do look. Every once in a while, I'll say to Pete, we need to find some James Bond.
And by the way, you don't have to watch the same cultural blind spots that I do. Those are just the ones that I've been trying to wipe out. But yeah, I mean, it would be fun.
But they are blind spots.
If we sync up at some point, it would be fun, I think.
It would be.
Yeah.
Get on the same schedule.
Yes.
Did you watch anything else?
So this week, I'm still plowing my way through Orange is the New Black. But I also went back and started watching Andor, the first season of that.
Like or like Andor?
That's how it's spelled, but it is Andor. And it's a Star Wars series, which I know people could be skeptical of because there have been some bad ones. But Andor really is the gold standard for Star Wars shows.
How old is Andor?
Like the first season came out 2 years ago, I think.
Oh, so it's more recent.
Yeah,
okay.
But the reason I'm rewatching it is because season 2 is going to be dropping in April. And so I wanted to refresh my memory on the show and find out, was it as good as I remembered? And so far, yeah, it was. Okay. It's a really good show. So I'm looking forward to season 2.
So all this Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I'm of the generation that was around when 4, 5, and 6 came out, and then, like, I never saw...
You mean the original trilogy?
Right.
Yeah.
And then I never saw, like, what is essentially 1, 2, and 3.
You didn't see the prequels?
I didn't. All of this is, like...
You weren't missing a lot.
All of these Star Wars things, so it's part of a bigger story. Like, you know how... Okay, go with me on this. You know how, like, Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones, like, these were books that were written that somebody had come up with the whole world and then they've been told, like, is Star Wars, like, written down somewhere? Or they just keep adding on to it because they're like, hey, this is the name of a place. We can do a whole thing on this now.
Yes and no, because George Lucas always claimed that he had those first 6 movies like laid out in his mind. Now, you talk to people close to him, it sounded like he had like kind of bullet point ideas, but it definitely hadn't fleshed everything out.
Okay.
With the success of each movie, they like licensed the name and stuff for people to write novels about. So there's tons of novels and comic books and stuff like that flesh out this universe. Then when Disney bought the rights, they said, yeah, that stuff really isn't canon anymore. It's kind of legends now. So it's fun. Feel free, enjoy it. This doesn't take away from enjoying it, but it's not officially canon when we go and make more movies. Each new thing that has come out has been essentially them taking some elements from that wider universe and then kind of riffing on that and then expanding the universe. So there's not like George R.R. Martin somewhere like writing these all down and then they're adapting it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
And yeah, and sometimes it's I'll admit it, even as a big Star Wars fan, can be boring. There have been a few of these things that have not been particularly great. And I don't think the prequels were particularly great, and I don't think the sequels were particularly great. But I stand by that original trilogy as being top-notch films.
So good.
Yeah.
Just so good.
And Rogue One, which was a prequel to the first Star Wars movie, A New Hope, I think was one of the best non-original trilogy films that they made. And Andor is essentially the prequel to Rogue One.
Okay.
In a series.
Okay.
Yeah. And it just builds on that that world very well, and it sets up the rebels and why they're rebelling in the first place against the Empire and the grassroots, essentially, of the movement to take back the galaxy. Yeah.
Interesting. Like, legitimately. I mean, I just, and it's been around for literally, I feel like, as long as I've been alive. And it is absolutely a cultural touchstone.
Absolutely, yeah. Like I can't imagine what it would be like to live in a world never having seen Star Wars and knowing just like how much of culture has been, at least American culture, has been like shaped by it and is constantly referencing it. Like all that stuff, like I would have been going like, huh? Like my whole life. I feel like I would have missed out on, which is another reason why I'm doing this, trying to erase my cultural blind spots, is because I want to finally get, the last
jokes,
50 years of jokes about the Terminator or James Bond or whatever.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I
have nothing better to do.
Okay. Well, that's a whole separate thing.
Yes.
Do we have a lot of time? I have lost all track of time.
We probably should take another break here and then get on to our subject of today, which is the drinking age. It's like the Gilded Age, but we're living in a bottle of champagne.
You're so hyping this up, and it's so not what I was thinking, but you can ask me that question later when we get back.
We'll find out. We'll work it out. Stay tuned for more. Don't Ask Me to Talk.
Hey, I'm Stacey Heller. I'm one of your podcast pals, along with Eric Ryder from Don't Ask Me to Talk. Are you liking what you're listening to? Awesome. We would love if you would follow us on social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram as Don't Ask Me to Talk. We also are wherever you find your favorite podcast. You can follow us, subscribe, like, rate, whatever it is that you do. You can also email us. That's asking@don'taskmetotalk.com. And if you'd like, text or leave us a voicemail at 475-999-2726. Basically, we'd love to hear from you. Thanks for listening.
And we're back right here on Don't Ask Me to Talk. I'm Eric Ryder.
I'm Stacey Heller.
Yeah, it's that time of the show where we get to today's top topic. But before we do that, we had another tea because you wanted to do a trivia question.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I keep trying to, run ideas up the flagpole, things that we can do to continue on our quest to entertain people, or as I like to say, edutain people. So I was thinking some trivia questions,
Cool. Yeah.
and see what happens. So I have a stack of cards.
And hopefully the answers.
Yes, I do.
Because I'll be stabbing in the dark on this.
Okay. All right, here we go. Ready?
Yes.
Can ostriches fly?
Yes, but not very well.
No.
Oh. Well, try putting them in a cannon.
Or a plane. Okay. No, they don't. Okay. What is the world's southernmost capital city?
Southernmost capital city. Ooh, that is a good question.
I do not know geography at all.
Wow. This is a tough one. I'm gonna say Santiago, Chile.
Okay, I'm impressed that you came up with anything in the southern hemisphere. Wellington, New Zealand.
That was my second guess.
Are you kidding?
No,
How would you know that?
because New Zealand is down there.
Gosh,
They got
okay.
penguins like burrowing into their houses.
Penguins?
Yes.
That's why you know, because you're a penguin.
Sure.
Okay, who painted the most famous painting, the Mona Lisa?
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's why am I've been to his house. Why am I blanking on his name suddenly?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's not Michelangelo who
No.
did the Sistine Chapel.
Nope, has the same name as
It's that other guy that invented the helicopter 100
did?
years beforehand, or 200 or whatever it was. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Da Vinci did?
Da Vinci did. That's right.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
If in fact, if you visit his house, they've got like models of stuff that he drew sketches for that would go on to be like big inventions that other people like took and ran with. Yeah. And the helicopter was one of those.
Who knew? You
Yeah.
did. Wow. Okay.
But I couldn't remember his name.
Well.
It was Leonardo da Vinci. Yep.
Details. Okay. Last one. What four colors, this is local, are in Microsoft's Windows logo?
Wow.
Don't look at your computer.
I don't think they even have the color version of the logo anymore showing up. But of course, there's blue in there.
Okay.
There's red in there.
Yes.
I want to say there's yellow.
Yes, there is.
And there's green.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. When Pete was working at Microsoft, I commissioned my brother to do one of his traffic cone paintings or photographs, and he did the different colors so that it looked like the Microsoft logo, and it hung in his office. It was really cool.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So I think I did okay.
You did really well.
Okay, so that means it's your turn. Let's do a couple that you can answer. What 1987 film does the line, "Nobody puts baby in a corner" come from?
Dirty Dancing.
Yes. Which of New York City's 5 boroughs is the only one on the New York State mainland and not on an island?
Huh. I got Staten Island, Manhattan, Brooklyn, the Bronx.
You got to select one of those.
I know. Bronx.
Correct.
Hey.
In what state was the TV series Breaking Bad set?
Minnesota.
You've never watched Breaking Bad?
No.
Oh, that is a huge cultural blind spot that you need to.
Okay. All right. I got to work on
you
this.
need to fix. New Mexico,
Oh. Okay.
Albuquerque specifically.
Oh.
What's the main ingredient in hash browns?
Potatoes.
Yes.
I liked
Some
my
of those are
questions.
simpler than others. All right, very good. So now we have both shown ourselves to be trivia masters.
And it led to the cultural blind spot I wrote down, Breaking
Yes.
Bad.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I never watched it, or Go Call Saul, or whatever
A Better
it's called.
Call Saul.
Yeah, that one too.
Oh, you're in for a lot of good TV.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm on this.
Okay, so we really got to get to this
topic.
week's topic.
Okay.
We got about 10 minutes as usual to talk about it. But the Wheelo topic selected drinking age. And Stacy, as we all know, you're the one that lists the various topics on the Wheelo topics to be selected or rejected. And you put drinking age. And I'm curious, what was the thinking behind drinking age as a topic?
A conversation that I had among a group of friends. We were talking about the drinking age, and Pete was talking about how when he was 18, that was the drinking age, or he was part of this like cusp where they had grandfathered in, and so it was just changing to 21, but he made it in so that, like, for him, it was 18.
That would have been weird.
Yeah. And, like, so it had changed.
Right. So you get to drink for 3 years, even though, and so poor bartenders have to do, like, the math in their head of when people were born.
So it's super weird. So for him, it was 18. And, you know, because he was born in, like, 1920.
Right.
And I'm kidding, but not really. And so we were talking about it being 18 versus 21.
Yeah.
And, you know, and then there's all this talk about, like, the frontal cortex, like, finishing growing and how that doesn't happen until 25. So then, like, kids make the argument, like, so you're saying I can own a bar and I can go to war, but I can't drink, and, you know, all those kinds of things.
Yeah.
So I was just curious, like,
how old was the drinking age when I started drinking?
Well, 21.
Yes,
because it was 21 for me.
It was 21. Yep.
But I'm thinking, like,
still is.
Should it be younger? It shouldn't be older. Like, I mean.
But the real question is, how old were you when you had your first drink?
Well, much younger, because my parents drank.
Okay.
And I would try my mom's scotch all the time. And, you know, like, we were allowed to take sips of drinks and, like, try things.
Right.
But then, weirdly, I wasn't a big drinker in high school.
Same.
Like, I just wasn't. And even in college, like, I don't remember getting drunk a lot.
Yeah, I had uncles that would let me taste their beer, and I thought it was disgusting.
Yeah.
So I never drank. And same thing with wine. I did not enjoy either back then. And so I didn't drink at all until at 17. I think I had a glass of champagne when I was in France, which was perfectly legal because I think it's like 16 is their drinking age.
16,
yeah. And that was a really good glass of champagne, and it should be directly from the source there. And so I said, okay, well, maybe there's something, but I can't imagine finding like this champagne in America.
Right.
So, but even then, I didn't love it. I just thought, like, this is much better than everything I've had up to this point.
Right.
And I think the next time I was 19 and I went to Canada, and their drinking age, I think is 18. Yeah. And so I had like a strawberry daiquiri for the first time. And I was like, whoa, this is just like dessert. And so I was like, yeah, this is okay. But I can't imagine, again, like going to bars and getting like a Slurpee. You know, you just the image of like alcohol is like, you know, a guy with a dusty hat and kicking back a shot of whiskey or whatever. And I'd be like,
you've got
strawberry daiquiri, please.
You've got your umbrella and your drink, and you're like,
yes.
Hey, how you doing?
It just seemed like too cumbersome and too expensive. So I didn't like drink until discovering cider years later. So I was probably like 23 or something.
Okay.
And then and back then, cider was hard to find. I would go to a bar and I say, hey, can I get a cider? They'd be like, yeah, we don't have that. And I'd be like, okay, can I just get a Coke then?
Yeah.
And then like hard drinking patrons on the side would be like, hey, Smitty, can I get a sody pop? You know, it's just like, geez, Louise.
For Junior?
Right. I don't like beer. Sorry. So yeah. So I was probably like 30 something when cider became more readily available. And then I was like, okay, yeah, I'm down. So, but I'd say I wasn't ever drunk until maybe like 35. And probably the first time, and maybe even like the last really of actually being like drunk and not just like a little bit buzzed.
Right.
Yeah. So I think 35 should be the drinking age is what I'm trying to get across here.
Wow. That feels late. That feels really late.
But I tell you, I didn't crash a car.
Well,
I didn't end up in prison.
Right.
I didn't puke on a sidewalk.
Well, okay. Some of us. Just because I may or may not have christened every mode of transportation in New York City on one particular New Year's Eve,
wow,
that means nothing. No one was safe.
And now I'm down to like 1, maybe 2 ciders a week on the weekend.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, so none of that really answers the question, what should the drinking age be?
No, but I mean, I honestly, as I think about it, I think that 21 is probably about as good an age as you're going to get for it to be. Because I feel like, yes, you could make an argument for younger because they're right. People are voting, they could be drafted, go to war, etc. But at the same time, teenagers are so irresponsible.
Right.
And it's about their physiology. It's about their brain development. And so I feel like 21 is a good compromise because really, if we want to know really bad effects, we could, I can't even say no bad effects, but less bad effects of society being able to drink. Then maybe, like I said, 35 would be a good starting age. But, of course, that's not realistic either. Right. And also, people, a little social lubricant when you actually have the energy and desire to go out and about and socialize, it makes sense. So I feel like 21 is probably the best age. But then, if I go to other countries where it's a lower drinking age, like 18 or 19, it doesn't seem like they're really having the bad effects of alcohol. So it's
America seems to ruin everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
what's our deal?
I don't know.
We can't have nice things.
I know. This is why we can't have nice things. Because it's true. It's more normalized. It's more of a social thing and not like a line in the sand that you feel compelled to have to cross.
Right.
Versus, other places, it's like, no, we have wine with dinner. It's part of a meal or it's a social thing.
You go to France, there's not a bunch of drunk 16-year-olds hassling people. No. It's just, and there are absolutely lower ages all over the world, but I feel like if 16-year-olds could drink in this country,
holy cow,
it would be burnt down tomorrow.
Well, and that's the thing. So, I mean, that's kind of
teenagers.
Well, that's sort of my point. It's like, because that people are going to do it before the legal age. And so if you lowered it to 18, we don't need a bunch of 15-year-olds and 14-year-olds drinking.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, yeah, I'm with you.
I can't help but feel a little uptight saying that, though. Well, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It just seems like, because I was, I didn't drink, it means that everybody shouldn't. No, I'm not saying that at all. I feel like, there is that argument to be made. I mean, you're an adult. You're paying taxes. You could go to adult jail. You could, be drafted into a war. You're voting. You're helping to decide who's leading our democracy, all these things. And yet at the same time, just like a bunch of drunk 18-year-olds just seems like it would be bad.
Yeah. Well, and, to your point, there's your physiology, there's your upbringing, there's your exposure, there's all those things that, you have to take into account. And it's just one of those things that's hard to paint with a wide brush. I mean,
absolutely.
Like my kids were all different. I mean, I didn't really drink a lot, but I also, I had a friend that turns out they were an addict. And so like they were leading a whole secret life that I wasn't really familiar with. And so I wasn't doing it. And when I found out what they were doing, I'm like, well, that seems bad. Yeah. And then when it came to my kids, like I taught them all, we would have, wine with dinner. When we traveled, they were allowed to have it. I taught them all how to make my gin and tonic, partly because of laziness, but partly because I wanted them to know how to make a drink and not to just keep pouring, so that if they had a drink, they knew how to make it in a responsible way.
Right.
And
if you get them hooked on like $14 cocktails,
hey,
that automatically solves the problem from over drinking.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, so there is a method to my madness ultimately.
Right. So are you agreeing with me that 21 is probably about as good as it gets?
I think as when it comes to the United States of America,
Yeah.
I think that the best option is 21.
Okay.
If we were somewhere else, they seem to have done quite well with the younger age without the issues, but that's a whole cultural conversation.
I think we're in agreement, but I'd love to know what our listeners think. So email us at asking@don'taskmetotalk or text us at...
Oh, yeah. Text us. Hey.
Or voicemail. Leave a voicemail.
Any of that stuff at 475-999-2726.
Perfect. All right. And I'm, very thankful that we aren't actually responsible for making hard choices that affect other people's lives.
I don't know what you mean.
Like the toughest choice we have to make each week is like, do we talk about the topic that we talked about already when drinking age indeed comes up again?
Oh,
because apparently the Wheel O Topics thinks that we've got way more to say.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Well, and I like that the decisions that we're making, we're leaving up to a wheel.
Yes. So maybe that's how they should decide. Put 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Exactly.
All right. So overrated.
Oh, okay. So this is about something. It could be a food. It could be a show. It could be a game. It could be a celebrity, whatever that is overrated.
All right.
It's kind of like a hot take.
Yeah, this is going to be a lengthy episode-long hot take.
Pretty much, yeah.
Who do you think is overrated out there? Get in touch.
Yeah.
And please don't say us, because we're not even rated.
We're not even rated. We'd like to be rated.
We'd love to have you rate us 5 stars or above, please. We'll read it on the podcast. We've said that many times. Anyway, we got to run. Thanks so much for listening.